Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Marcielle. Today we are reading a book that I really like, and I hope that you like too. And this is called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. And I could tell it was going to be a terrible, no good, very bad day. So, he had a bad day. Why? What was the result? Okay, so the cause was he fell asleep with gum in his mouth. What was the effect of that? It got in his hair. He tripped on the skateboard. That was the cause. What was the effect of that? He dropped in his sweater in the sink while it was running. We have lots of cause and effects here. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray kit in his breakfast cereal box. And Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'm going to move to Australia. In the carpool, Miss Gibson let Becky have the seats by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I was being squished. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I am going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Miss Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone on the ice cream part falls to the ground and lands in Australia. He really likes Australia. I want to go to Australia. There's a lot of cause and effects going on here. Make sure you pay attention because there is an activity. There are 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on top. But guess whose mother forgot to put dessert? It was a terrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. Maybe everything's better over there, I don't know. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to get to the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then I started crying because of the mud, and Nick said I was a crybaby. So he fell in the mud, and what happened as a result of that? Nick called him a what? A crybaby. Well, I was punching Nick. When I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. So he was punching his brother, and what was the result of that? His mom scolded him. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everyone and nobody answered. Ooh. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white shoes, but they can't make me wear them. When we picked up my dad at the office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as I could be, except for my elbow. He said, don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on the TV, and I hate kissing. Ugh. Didn't we just read a book about lima beans? My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took my pillow and he said I could keep the Mickey Mouse nightlight, but it burned out and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not me, and it was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says that some days are just like that. Even in Australia. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Make sure, I'm really close right now. Can you see my eyeballs? Look at them. Make sure you do the activity. There was lots of cause and effects in here. Remember, one cause was he went into the elevator. What was the effect of that? His foot got stuck. He went to sleep with gum in his mouth. And then the effect of that was that it got in his hair. There's lots of them. If you don't know the answer to some, you might need to replay this video. See you later. Bye.